Terry was rather horrified by this, and he said, I'm questioning that phrase, there are no brothers. And I said, there are no brothers because everyone is always alone. There can be brotherhoods in which one meets, eats, sleeps, smokes together. But essentially, each person's adventure in life is a singular one. One is born at a certain moment, and at another one dies, and the breathing that one does from here to there is done alone and on one's own. Terry said, that magician you mentioned in the process who you found eating his own shit, you said that a man must needs make himself truly impure to be free, to free himself from the constrictions of the law, which keep the rest of society from magic. And I said, well, the idea of law is that everyone remains pure within the law. And a criminal or a magician can only be an outsider and a criminal, and must be outside the law in order to operate, or his function would be within the domains of the law and therefore regulated by the law itself. What he claims is that he has an altogether different dispensation, another and different one. He says, better, more expensive, more effective, whatever you like, but another one in any case outside the law. In fact, magic, like art, is outside the law. Terry said, that statement makes me think of Genet. And I too think of him tonight because the night before last somebody gave me very serious news of Genet, saying that he had simply picked up what he could carry and he had made off and one didn't know where he'd gone. He's always been a very secret man, but there has always been somebody who knew where he was, and now it is said that nobody knows where he is. So the rest of this is a bit of a homage to Jean Genet. And I said, oh, Genet, being outside the law, I am a pederast, poet, traitor, thief. Yeah, that's what he says, all these things, and he'd like to be them, and he is. He accepted and defined his own situation in life. Actually, in contact, he's a very charming, sympathetic, friendly, rather reliable man. So that one's own definition of oneself is not necessarily anything more than a poetic one. He would claim that he had been, that his fate had been determined by somebody else's game, and that is what makes him an outlaw. But then he remade the game for himself by accepting the situation, redefining the rules and acting according to them. That is, he is the most law-abiding of men. I cannot imagine him ever infringing on one of his self-inflicted rules. His rules may be about pederastic love, treason in the realm of military dominance, or the administration of property rights.